What up, though, and welcome back to another episode, man. M&G Jeff No Chaser. We got Zipporah in the building with us.
How y'all doing?
Man, so we got some dope conversation today, man. Y'all see what the title is, and we about to really get into it. Now, it's me and Zipporah today, so I get to pick on Zipporah.
All right. What we talk about?
What you mean? You know what we about to talk about? We about to have that hard conversation that men and women probably don't want to have. We about to talk about the side pieces, the new pieces, the old pieces. We about to talk about all the pieces that people got on the side.
Okay, couple pieces. Yeah. 6 piece.
Zipporah, how are you doing today, man? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It's been a long work week for me, honestly. I'm ready to enjoy my very short weekend.
Very short weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's only, 2 days.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, you know what? I'm chill, man. Like, I'm living life out here.
How you living life?
Well, I'm doing some big things, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got some good news, on the front and everything like that,
Okay. Anything you want to share right now? And now you don't.
Oh, I'll do it. Well, you know what? Y'all know that, I'm a father advocate and all that stuff like that. And so I'll be real. Zipporah, I had lost my job last year.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my director, she didn't like some decisions that I made and everything. So, she moved for my termination. And to be quite honest, she was looking to fire anybody. I've had plenty of conversations with her where she was trying to fire a few of the employees that did little to no wrong. And the first at-will employee that she could fire, she exercised her energy to go ahead and fire.
You was the at-will employee?
I was an at-will employee. So she exercised her right to terminate me because she couldn't terminate the union people because it took too much time.
Yeah.
So because that took too much time, which I was trying to educate her on because she wasn't smart enough to know about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to educate her on the processes of moving people through the union and get them to terminate them. Cause she would tell me, I missed the days of where you could just fire people.
Oh my goodness.
So once she found the opportunity to fire somebody, now mind you, it's 6 months later, and I have a new job on the way. Like I start a new job at the end of this month, which I am very grateful for. So that prompts me to, since you asked, but that's the experience I've been going through, her termination and everything like that, and no support from the HR department that was there, but being at will, and her reasoning for doing it had bared no weight. But at will, there's no reason, whatever. You can come in there with blue hair and they can terminate you because you got blue hair.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that and everything, that's why I said I got some big things on the way. I did find another position, which I am grateful for. And I learned something valuable from being terminated.
Mm-hmm.
From that position is that you can't trust everyone and not trusting, and you can't trust everyone in any position, especially when you're in a leadership position.
Mm-hmm.
You can't trust people under you with anything. It doesn't matter the information you're providing. You just can't trust them with anything.
You say you can't trust people above you or under you?
You can't trust nobody. I've always learned that, and when it comes to the corporate world, no matter what level, it's always going to be dog eat dog. And I believe somebody put me in a predicament, in a situation, in order to get me out the way, so they can go ahead and move into that space.
I see.
So that's what I mean by don't trust anybody, because there's always somebody eyeing for your position, and we use any information to get you out of that position.
But you know what though, like real talk, since we keeping it.
We get 100. I mean, the show's about 100 unfiltered conversations.
Unfiltered conversations.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about the director.
Yeah.
But I do feel like her basis for termination and no conversation prior to that termination was just an itching to fire somebody.
Yes.
So, but go ahead.
Nah, honestly, like if we being real, like I had a situation like that myself before I got the position that I got that I really love. I was working. It wasn't even like a high stakes job though. That's the thing. Like it's like one of them things that you do while you transition into the job that you actually want to do. Right. So it's like a transitional job, you know, so you're not like out of work or whatever. But I'm doing the job. I really, you know, it's really chill. I told myself, you know, the next job that I did, I wanted it to be really chill. I'm coming from so many stressful jobs, like many stressful jobs, physically demanding, mentally taxing. I just wanted something that was chill. So I was working at this shop. I can't say the name, obviously, but I was working at, you know, we don't need to say the name. We're not name dropping around here. You know no name dropping. You know, anyways, but like I was working at this shop and I was working there for 2 weeks and then I received a phone call. But the thing is, before I received this phone call, the manager kept telling me, hey, you know, it's going to be a light day. Don't worry about coming in. Or, oh, hey, I'm sick. Don't worry about coming in. And I'm just thinking like, oh, okay, she cool. You know, she's being considerate. So then one day I get a phone call, not from her, but some random person. Like it was like I don't know. It's some random person. Okay. So I picked up the phone and my first mistake, she was like, oh yeah, is this so-and-so? And I said, yeah. Why? That was my first mistake. Why would I confirm? I learned from that to never confirm my identity just from a random person. Like first and foremost. But they called and it was like, is this so-and-so? I was like, yes. And they were like, yeah, we're just calling to let you know that your last day is today, as of today. Or like you're done effectively immediately. And I was like, I'm confused. I don't get it. Like the manager was just telling me don't come in because like, you know, we're going to have a light day. And then she was like, yeah, she just didn't want to tell you that she wanted to fire you, but you know, she was just being nice. And I'm like, well, I'm just in shock because I'm like, I don't understand. First and foremost, y'all not paying me enough. First and foremost, y'all are not paying me enough. So I had to step back a little bit. But at the time I was just like, really? Like, y'all not getting business like that, first and foremost. And then she said, I was like, okay, did she say why? Like, why am I getting fired? And then she was like, you've been working here for 2 weeks. We don't have to give you a reason. And then she hung up the phone. And I'm just stuck there. And I was just like, you really can't trust nobody out here. It's a cold world.
Now, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to rephrase what I said, but it is good to have a working relationship with people. Yes. But be mindful
that
it's a working relationship.
Exactly.
And trust goes a long way, but be careful about the trust that you give to people. So when I say that you can't trust anybody, you got to be very cautious about the trust that you give people that want your position. My last position, I was in a position that everybody wanted. So everybody tried their damnness to get me out of the position because I came off the street into the position.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So for the people that interviewed for the position that was inside the organization, they didn't like me because I was able to get it over them and they felt that I was unqualified to have it, even though I had way more experience than they had. Okay. So they were always gunning to get me out of the position.
Okay. So
yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, that's different from mine. Because for me, it's kind of like I think they just couldn't afford employees. And they was like, man, why we end up hiring her? We can't afford this. And then they just
just to let you know, I don't know what the agreement or the contract was. But if it was within your 90-day probation period, if they did do one, they don't have to provide you an excuse for termination.
But you know, my heart wanted an excuse.
I get it.
It's like I felt that. I'm like, whoa, you know, like it hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna lie.
I wanted an excuse too. I wanted a real excuse. Yeah. You know, I went on a week vacation, came back,
It'll do it. That'll do it right there.
I went on a week vacation, came back to termination.
Yeah.
Vacation to termination.
More vacation time right there. There you go.
Like left, thought everything was okay, came back, we're terminating you today.
Go ahead and take a couple more days. Just go ahead and take
you get that feeling when you know something's wrong. You walk in the door, you like, man, something don't feel right. Like you talking to everybody keeping their distance and stuff like that. Like everybody know but you.
Everybody looking at you and stuff.
Nobody's talking about any future plans, no assignments or nothing. You like, do you need any help with this? No, we got it.
They don't need no help. You there. They like,
you're like, why did he come in to work? Do he know what's about to happen at 1 o'clock? But I will
1
tell
o'clock is crazy.
But I will tell you this: always walk out on a good note.
Yeah,
that's gonna make them mad. See, always walking on.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. When I was walked out of the building, which is the first ever being walked out of the building, so I walked out of the building, and the security guard, I was like, "Man, it's probably the nicest walkout you ever had." He was like, "Actually, it is." Like most people be going crazy and stuff like that. And so I'm like, honestly, y'all kind of did me a favor, man. I was looking at leaving anyway because the environment was, I'm not going to say the environment was toxic, but there was things that was happening in that environment that I just didn't agree with. And when I made suggestions to make it better, I was always met with, opposition of, well, I don't want to do that. Like holding meetings are important.
Yeah,
they want to hold meetings. Like how can you run a department and not hold meetings?
Right. Yeah.
So it's stuff like that, and we all be in organizations where the methodology that they go by and the principles that they put in place is just not what aligns with where you either came from or where it makes you feel comfortable. It makes you feel in the know. It makes you feel that you have some kind of buy-in. In the department. And when you don't have any say so or buy-in, it makes you feel like you're really just another number and not necessarily a contributor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've been in a few organizations where I felt like a contributor. I've brought some of my hobbies in, like one organization, at the time that I was making cartoons, I brought in one of my cartoons to kind of use in one of my presentations. And everybody thought it was dope. Like they thought it was like super, super dope. So when you feel like you're a contributor and you can bring something to the table, you feel more valued.
Yeah.
You feel more valued. But when you don't feel like you contribute, you just walking in and you're just doing routine stuff and you don't have any say so.
Yeah.
Then you're just another number to them. And that's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, and then in those situations, they feel that you are 100% replaceable too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a little blooper.
She about to drop the microphone, Tank. She about to drop the microphone.
It's a little blooper, y'all. A little blooper.
She about to drop the microphone.
Cut it out. And it actually ain't live.
All right, so to go ahead and jump into this conversation, I told Zipporah I was going to challenge her today. Because she's the only one here, so I ain't got nobody else to pick on. So she's just going to have to just take the bulk of it or whatnot. But transitioning, happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies out there, because we know that is your special day. But I do have a question, Zipporah. What is Valentine's Day?
It's for the girls. It's for...
Who came up with that?
I don't know who came up with it. I think it was probably a girl, though. I feel like, listen, right? I think, no. Hear me out. Like, the girlhood is strong. The sisterhood is strong. And here's my thing, though, right? You can have a Galentine's and a Valentine's Day. But I feel like Galentine's is for those friends in your life, those first loves in your life that give you, don't look at me like that. No. See, you gonna look for the women, they understand what Galentine's, the purpose of thank you. Here we go. You done looked it up for us. How you gonna club? Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right.
Go ahead.
So Galentine's Day, a holiday celebrated on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, for women to honor their friendships. okay, with their female friends, often involving brunches, gifts, and supportive gatherings. It's for the women to feel loved as well. It's for non-romantic relationships. It's for the girls.
It's not like it's for single women.
No, I mean, there's women that's in relationships that do Valentines too. So they want a day for their friends to give their friends that love, and then they want a day for their man to give their man whatever they want.
It's for the women that are in relationships to support the women that are not in relationships so they can feel love. Because they ain't got no man.
See, and that's just a mansplaining definition right there.
I'm not mansplaining.
That's a man that said that.
I'm not mansplaining.
Y'all see what he looked like, right? He looked like he would say something like that, right? All right.
I ain't never heard of Valentine's Day until this year. So obviously, it sounds like a single woman brought it up because one of her friends, probably the ugly one, wasn't getting no play. And she needed some love too. So instead of her finding her a Valentine's Day date, she was like, you know what? We gonna coin Valentine's Day for all the for all the single friends that we have, so they can feel special while we go out with our mans on Valentine's.
But here's the thing, though, right?
What's the thing?
Why do we always emphasize just one type of love? Why do we emphasize romantic love, but we don't emphasize platonic love? Like, platonic love is just as good. Friendship love is just as important as romantic love, because if you don't have friends, let me break it down like this, okay? If you don't have friends, but you in a relationship and your partner is your only friend, it's a little bit hard. Nobody your partner.
Hold on. See, let's back up. Nobody is saying don't value your friends.
Okay.
Nobody is saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying you don't need to dedicate a day to. This is clearly women made up, just like Valentine's Day.
Why don't you need to dedicate a day to your friends?
Don't you hang out with your friends?
Because they're women?
Do you hang out with your friends almost at least once or twice a month?
No, actually. I don't.
You're a bad friend.
I'm not a bad friend. It's just cut the cameras.
Hold on.
Cut the cameras. Because you ain't ever did this to me. Cut the cameras.
So you telling me, out of 30 days in a month, you don't spend not one time with a friend?
It'd be like, once every 2 months. But they know that I love them, though. But that's why you need that little buffer day, little Valentine's, to bring them all together and be like, yeah, girl, I ain't forget about you. I ain't forget about you either. Like, we love each other. Like, some friends you can have and y'all don't need to like talk every day, or y'all don't need to talk. I got a best friend actually, and she's in New York right now. I don't talk to her like hardly ever. But I love you though, right, girl?
But y'all best friends?
Yeah.
But y'all don't talk.
We here with it.
Telepathy?
We're busy. We're busy individuals. And I feel like grown people understand that friendships.
Hold on. That's BS. So listen. I got a best friend. That's married. Okay. And we talk once a week. We have a designated day for conversation once a week to catch up on the last 6 days of conversation.
That's a good idea.
Now do we hang out a lot? No.
Okay.
But we do have that one day that we talk. And that's I got a friend in Texas, calls every day to talk. He may miss like 2 or 3 days, but I will get at least 5 days of phone calls, and sometimes twice a day.
He's
sometimes twice a day.
He gonna stop calling and see this.
I got a brother, my homeboy down in Tennessee. We talk probably once a week or once every 2 weeks. We talk. Okay. Now we can't hang out because yes, we all are busy, but we have one dedicated day where we may have a 3-hour conversation catching up on everything that occurred.
But that's what it is, though. Like, that's what it is. The conversations are long. You don't talk all the time.
Yeah.
But that's because you getting your material brewing, right? So the next time that you talk to this person, what? I had this going on. It's not a dull moment. Why? Because so much time has went by without y'all talking.
So what, you want to talk for 8 hours?
You ever talk? You just told me you talking to somebody every day. Don't it get boring? You're just sitting on the phone not talking about nothing because y'all didn't talk about everything.
No. There's always something to talk about because there is something that had happened either in a reel that was sent. There is something that happened in their life. Now you got to understand, most of my people are married, so sometimes they call me to complain about what's popping, or it's something going on at their job. They call me and we complain about the job, and then me, since y'all
just complain too much.
I'm single, so I be telling them about what they missing out in the single world. So
wow,
so they live vicariously through me.
Cut you off. they need to cut you off.
They live vicariously through me. So I just be like, hey, we doing it over here.
Cut them off, y'all. Cut them off.
What you mean?
Giving y'all bad advice. Wow.
Hold on, I ain't giving bad advice because guess what? I talk to my friends.
Ooh.
I talk to my friends. So it's not like somebody ain't talking to their friends.
Y'all know I love y'all, right? Y'all know I love y'all.
I don't think they believe that.
They know.
They know. Back to this Valentine. I just don't feel like it needs to be a dedicated day for friendships.
You're a man, though. You're a man. This is for women. Now, if a woman said that, we can have a conversation.
It's for the single, ugly women. That's what it's for. It ain't for the single, cute ones.
Wait till I send this video. Y'all heard that, right?
Hey, chat. Y'all let me know. I feel like Valentine is for the single, ugly women. The ones that can't get no man. Because all the cute ones, the ones that's hermits that stay in the house, can't find no man, complain that ain't shit. No. Like that. So, what they come up with? Oh, you know what? We should have a special holiday for us together. If you would have said something like Friendsgiving, I would have had you there.
But it kind of is like Friendsgiving, but Valentine's Day.
Friendsgiving is everyone. Valentine's Day is women.
Let me ask you something.
Women move.
Let me ask you something. Why are you so upset that it's a woman holiday?
I'm not upset. I just think that I just think that women come up with certain objectives and activities for themselves to exclude men that they already dislike as it is now.
Do you want to be a part of Valentine's Day?
I don't want to be part of it.
Okay, so why are you a hater?
If I'm the only man there, then definitely. Like,
but I thought you said it's for all the single ugly friends. It's according to him.
It is. The cute ones will be there too. So, but the ugly ones gonna be, they're gonna be linebackers, blocking.
Linebackers is insane.
Blocking all the play. That's what it's gonna be at.
Wow.
What you mean? Wow.
Am
I lying?
You would never be invited to Valentine's Day.
That's fine.
A man would never be invited.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure I could just roll up to outside the building and see somebody walking out.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I just need the location.
No.
And they put it all over.
And when they see you just sitting in the car, little bald head on something. with the window, they're like, oh, we got one.
But guess what? They put the locations on Eventbrite, so it ain't like I can't go.
Those are the public ones, though. Like the people that actually want to do like an intimate thing, they just have it in their houses. For their friends.
Okay.
Valentine's Day.
So transitioning over from Valentine's Day over to Valentine's Day, how do you think women and men are feeling being single around Valentine's Day? Going into the new year, so let me put it to you like this. Going into the new year single, okay? Or, finding out on New Year's Eve that you're going into the new year with nobody because you either broke up before New Year's or you broke up after New Year's. And then going into Valentine's Day, seeing everybody that's together and supposedly happy because Facebook is a place of lies.
You saying, how do I think people feel about being single on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
I feel like the feeling probably ain't changed for real. People, I feel like we in a different time, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I think innately people want their person and they want love. But I think it's advertised today as, I don't need anybody. I don't want nobody. I don't care about love or blah, blah, blah. But I feel like people are still feeling that. They still feeling the feelings coming up on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
They are.
Okay. So you're saying that even though people are putting up this front, they're still feeling as if they want to be loved by someone.
Yeah, like I'm reading this book. It's called All About Love by Bell Hooks. Great book. Have you heard of it?
No.
All about woo. And it's live too. That is so crazy to me.
Okay, so tell me about this book.
So, you out here beatboxing. I'm sorry, y'all. But All About Love is pretty much Bell Hooks is just exploring the origin of love and why do we love the way that we do, how men and women love differently. It's a really good book, and I think it ties in today because it talks about how the fear of love is more advertised than the desire for love. And I think that the fear of love has been pushed on us. The fear of it not working out has been pushed more than the desire and the outcome of what it can be. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of people still today are fearing love, but I think a lot more people are becoming more open to exploring that part of themselves. I don't know. Shout out to social media. They're really opening people up and showing people that they can be open about those type of things.
Well, I think people being open about mental health kind of paved the way for the emotional vulnerability that people are putting online.
Definitely.
I would say that.
Definitely.
So it's interesting that you say the fear of love. Okay. So would you say that the fear of love, would you say that it comes from the experiences that you have from relationships or the love that you receive from your family and parents?
It could be both, because I know people who fear love who've never touched a relationship before. And I know people who fear love who have been heartbroken so many times, back to back to back. But that doesn't stop them from wanting love, but it changes how they show up in love. But it doesn't stop the desire. You have F boys, you got Future, who talks about, all this crazy stuff, but really Future is a lover boy. If you listen to Future, he's just a lover boy that's hurt. He did not change his desire for wanting to be loved. He changed his way of showing up in love because of how he experienced life.
Okay. So okay. So let me add. It's still on Valentine's Day.
Beatboxing.
Whatever. Don't talk about my stutter. So
sorry. Yeah.
You hit some valid points.
Okay. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this.
Okay.
Valentine's Day is what they say is for the ladies, right?
Sure.
Okay. You look like you disagree.
I don't know. I mean, go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
Okay. Do you feel that when we talk about equality...
Equality, I told you I was gonna pick on her. Well, I'm the only person here, so it's just, you ain't got nobody to pick on.
Enjoy this experience,
man.
So when we talk about equality and we talk about Valentine's Day, should Valentine's Day go both ways?
Like, what do you mean?
Meaning man treat woman, woman treat man. And let me really specify that it doesn't. I'm not talking about financially. Okay. But if we're talking about equality in a relationship, because we know that some modern women, not all, but some modern women want equality. So if we're talking about Valentine's Day and equality, should Valentine's Day should be equally shared between men and women and not all women positioned?
You have to give me like an example of what do you mean by like women positioned, Valentine's Day being women positioned.
Okay. So the man sets up the date.
Okay.
The man brings all the gifts. It's one-sided, but not reciprocated.
So you think
so if he takes her out and he gets her some extravagant gift or whatever like that.
Okay.
Should she reciprocate those type of actions?
As in, like, give him an extravagant gift, or like,
or I mean, some men are simple, so it doesn't have to be extravagant. Okay, you know, but it could be a gift nonetheless.
Okay,
you know, something of interest that he may have had his eyes on for a minute, but haven't just put the trigger on it to go ahead and purchase it. But something like that. And I know there are some people that do it. There's some people that don't celebrate it. How the cases like that. But if we're talking about reciprocating the same energy, and equality, because some women will take Valentine's Day, gimme, and then the only thing that the man has to look forward to is a little bit of intercourse at the end of the night, and then, you know, oh, I treated you so right.
That's enough for some people. Some men are simple, like you said. Some men are simple. I mean,
but that's not equality, though. So
it's not equality.
That's not an even exchange.
Okay, so for you, it's not an even exchange. But
I won't speak for a lot of men.
Don't speak for everybody.
I want y'all to put it in the chat. Do you think that a late night amount of passion for all the gifts that you provided for Valentine's Day is equal exchange?
Okay, so boom, right? Let me answer your question. What are you laughing at? Anyways, so like, how I feel is, I'm gonna say, I think it depends on, like, it depends on where y'all at, what the relationship status is. If you're a man and you courting a woman, you know, you need to show her that you're interested. If y'all are in a relationship, then I come with the impression that, okay, y'all should both be giving some type of energy to each other. Like, you know, if the woman might get her man a gift the same way her man might get her a gift. And he might want to take her on a date. And she might want to get like a little, you know, cute little ensemble for him. And, you know, but it depends on where they are. If it's a situationship, I don't really know what y'all be doing. I don't know. But like, if y'all courting, he needs to let her know that he's interested. I feel like he needs to let her know that he's interested. If y'all in a relationship, I don't believe in just like the man doing everything. I think that, you know, if his partner cares about him, then she would do something for him, cook for him. I mean, it could be something small, like make that man a meal, I guess. I don't know. Like, it could be something small, something really small, because a lot of men are very simple.
Okay. So let me ask you this, more direct question.
Okay.
What would you do?
What would I do?
If you're in a situation and we're talking about equality and reciprocating, he plans a nice dinner, picks you up.
Man, I don't want to put myself on a spot like this.
Gets you a nice gift.
How
would you reciprocate that on Valentine's Day? Since you say that, you know, there's no women and stuff, like, how would you reciprocate that? I want to educate the women out there.
No, okay. Well, I'm not speaking for all the women out here, but I just want to say, right, like, just because a man take you out on a date does not mean that you got to give him some. Like, kill that whole narrative. I don't know where that came from, but that is not it at all. First and foremost. But
yeah, she should open my door.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
Don't take no advice from this man right here. Talking about open the door. You want to be passenger princess, don't you? You want to be.
She can open the driver's side door for me. She opened the driver's side door for me.
Okay, we don't date. You see, yeah, nah, yeah, but I guess it kind of depends. Like, if I'm in a relationship with that person, I'm doing something for that person. Like, you know, I'm cooking, maybe I'm getting something cute. I'm getting cute for him. I get him a cute little gift or whatever, you know, like, you know, I let him know that I love him.
The fact that you put little gift on there.
No, I'm saying little gift because, you know, you never, you know, like a little something or whatever.
Okay.
But you know, once again, like, if I was just talking to this person casually, I wouldn't feel the obligation to go out of my way to do all of that. But if we're,
so you gotta have a title.
Yeah, like if we have a title, okay, cool. We're working with something. We're cooking. But like, if, you know, we just talking, just, you know, like, we've been seeing each other at work, or like we just been like, we ain't agree on nothing, I don't technically owe you anything, if I'm being honest. If you ain't made it clear about your intentions for me, I don't owe you anything. What do I owe you?
Okay, understandable. So jump back to a statement that you had made.
Who?
A statement that you made.
Oh, okay.
So the statement that you said was that if a man takes you out on a date, you're not required to sleep with him.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. So here's my thing with that.
What, is he laughing?
You started 11. Okay. Are we talking about the first, second, or third date?
Nah, you can't do that.
What? You didn't specify.
You talking about Valentine's Day. How you gonna tell the first date?
Okay. So if a man takes a woman out for Valentine's Day, say it's a second or third date.
This is the Valentine's Day. It's a second or third date.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she obligated to put out?
Like a woman in general or me? Because like I don't know what people out here doing and stuff. Okay.
Woman in general. I don't know. I want to know what you do.
No, okay. I'm just like, classy lady over here. But anyways, no. Women don't have to put out like for anything. I feel like here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If you are not on that type of time, making known to the man that like on the third, you're not somebody that sleeps with people on the third date, because don't have them clueless out here. Don't have them clueless. But she's not obligated. Some women have a 90-day rule. Steve Harvey.
Y'all still doing that? Some of them still doing that?
Some people do that.
Oh my God.
Listen, and there's men that really value that though. Like, really? And men who really, yes. And men who really care about the woman and really want that woman, they're willing to wait for her. No, they ain't waiting.
They not waiting? They're not waiting. They got side pieces.
You think they got side pieces?
Ain't no thing to it.
Why do you say that? Why do you think they got side pieces?
There is not one man that is sexually active waiting 90 days for one woman without having a side piece.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I do not.
I feel like you grew up in different times though, because I think there's people that actually care enough about their bodies and care enough about who they interacting with to not do that. You just out here doing everything, ain't you? Just getting nasty.
I'm out here doing nothing at all.
Man, I wish somebody could zoom in on my face when I made that. You can... Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right.
Listen. First of all, okay. I ain't out here doing anything.
Okay.
I am focused on my business ventures.
Okay.
And building up all the audience and everything like that. I am working a lot behind the scenes. I don't have time for distractions.
Okay.
I don't know why you laugh.
Okay. I'm listening.
But when we're talking about, I mean, there are women that have that get down on the first date.
Yeah, and you know that's what they want to do,
and have long lasting relationships.
Yeah,
and those that are waiting 90 days, I'm pretty sure they have side pieces, or at least an OnlyFans account. But whatever the case is,
OnlyFans account is so crazy.
But whatever it is, I can assure you, there's not many men that are waiting on the sideline for this one woman to go ahead and drop it.
But if they feel like that woman is the one, they would do so. I wholeheartedly believe that they would do so. Not all men are dogs. I don't think all men are dogs that.
It's not about being a dog.
So you think men just like they live, breathe, and eat sex?
I'm not saying they live, breathe, and eat.
I'm sorry, freaky stuff, y'all. Trying to keep it.
I'm not saying they live, eat, they live, eat, and breathe sex. But what I'm saying is that men have a natural desire to want to procreate, not necessarily procreate, but practice. So with that being said, you talking about you want me to suppress my desire?
It's called constraints, discipline,
and women call it celibacy.
Constraints. That's all you need is discipline.
We will be going on dates every 2 weeks, and that ain't gonna work. That ain't.
Well, that's you.
I need mine by the third date.
See, if I
ain't getting sex by the third date, I can tell you right now, it's gonna be a long. It's gonna be a lot of free dates after that.
See, And that's the thing, though, right? Like,
what's the thing? No, because don't do that.
What's the thing? And then you go.
We gotta stop being so. I don't want to say nice. We gotta stop being so understanding.
Who is we? By the way, who's we?
There is a position of understanding we need to have.
Who is we?
You said what?
Who are you saying we?
Man.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You speaking for yourself or all men?
He's speaking for the collection of men.
I am speaking for those that are on the same level as MNG. This is the reason why it's called Pharaoh Mr. Nice Guy. If women want to set the rules, the tones, and boundaries, we set them back. Oh, well, I'm not doing anything. I'm not having sex right now for 90 days. You know what? You're absolutely right. You cannot have. You're right. We'll still go out, but just understand, I will be still playing the field because there will be somebody, whether the person is honest with you or not. Those days where, I'm gonna be at work. I'm not gonna be available this Friday, but I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off. Probably on another date with somebody else.
You really think so?
What you mean think?
I feel like okay, that might not be what you want to do, but there are people that really do want to wait until they know the person that they're dealing with before they and then draw. They want to know. Oh, okay, yeah, you know, like some people want to be in an actual relationship before they do that. Like that's a real thing.
Yep.
Some people don't just want to.
So what if during the 90-day period, while he's waiting for her, she's playing with somebody else?
You said what? She's playing with somebody else? Okay, that's the PJ way of saying it.
Let a dude tell a woman he wait 90 days. I'm telling you, bro. Is that
I know people to tell women, you know, like I'm waiting till marriage. Actually, there's men that are saying that they're waiting till marriage.
And Gen Z?
Huh?
And Gen Z?
I don't claim them.
I have some friends who said that, yet they still ain't do it.
I don't know about you. I know your friends. I don't know who them kids.
I know people right now in their 40s and 50s. That's waiting until marriage.
They crack. The 40s and 50s is cooked.
They wait for marriage. I'm like, it's gonna be a long time coming because I don't know who waiting. I don't know. And don't get me wrong. And like I said, everybody that I know is married, and they didn't go through none of them rules.
So they just got dirty on the first date, huh?
I ain't said it. And first of all, I don't know none of they dirt.
Okay.
I don't know none of they dirt. But
all right,
since you did bring up marriage, I have a very interesting question that came across.
A lot of interesting questions
that came across my feed on Instagram.
All right.
And Zipporah, I gotta ask it to you.
Okay.
So here's a question.
Okay.
How long do you think it should be for a man to propose to a woman? Look at the gears turning. Look at the gears turning.
Because for me, that do depend on a couple factors. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Like it depends on where that man is.
Okay.
Like say if he's like 22 and he just met his partner, he probably gonna wait a couple years before he does that. Right?
I mean, it's people that's getting married in the first year.
You're right, but they're not. Few of them are like 22 years old, 19 years old. They're not that young.
Okay.
But I will say in 30s and like when you hit the 30 mark and stuff like that.
Okay.
If I was 30, I will say if I was dealing with a man, if within that first year, you're not even at least talking about marrying me, I know you're gonna waste my time. Like, I think that men know.
So you should have are you saying that you should have the marriage conversation in the first after 6 months? Or after 1 year?
You know what? Like I said, I think men know like what they gonna do with the woman that they're with.
Don't avoid my question.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay. Don't avoid the question.
I'm gonna answer your question, but I want to I have to preface by saying this.
I agree with you. I mean, our co-host Jeff, I think he proposed after 6 months.
Okay, how old was he?
I think like 30.
See, once like you 30? Hit that 30 mark.
And they're celebrating. I mean, they'll be celebrating. I think 16, 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but he knew.
Yeah.
He knew.
Yeah.
You know?
He knew.
So he knew, and he committed,
Mm-hmm.
which is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But to your point, I don't know.
You seen Janae Aiko and Big Sean? They've been together for like years. They have a child together. Right? Now, like, one could argue someone we knew that he wasn't gonna marry her. One could argue that.
Okay.
Simply because they're of that age, there's no financial problems going on. They're both like celebrities. They have money to do it. Like there's no reason to not get married at their status of life.
I mean, I could argue that.
What is it? What's the argument?
So I can see at that status. Okay, I'm not going to say all relationships at all levels. Okay. But if we're looking at financial status, and you want to talk about them two, you can't talk about them two without talking about Oprah and the guy she's been seen around with. Oprah.
Who Oprah seeing? I ain't know Oprah was seeing somebody. Who she seeing? Look at who's seeing. Who Oprah seeing? Oprah seeing somebody?
It's been long. I think of the guy's name.
Okay,
but it has long
that one up.
It has been long been rumored that Oprah and this guy has been seen at awards, pretty much a little bit of everything together.
Okay.
But although they, nothing's to confirm that they're dating or anything like that, and I have seen, and I've seen this article like years ago.
Sure.
But because of their financial wealth, there's a reason why they're not going to get married, but enjoy each other's time, because there are situations where it just doesn't make sense to get married at a particular wealth level when both y'all are wealthy, because then the conversation comes in to prenuptial agreement. Some people don't want to do a prenuptial agreement, but also some people don't want to lose everything by risking getting into a marriage. So when you come into the relationship, especially with Oprah, she's a billionaire. And it's not to say that the guy she's seeing is not a billionaire, but if she's worth more and there's a divorce, she has to pay.
I hear you. Okay.
So it wouldn't benefit her, no matter the desire to get married. It would not benefit Oprah to marry somebody that has substantially less wealth.
Okay. But I don't feel like taking Janae Aiko and Big Sean, I don't think that's the same.
Who has more wealth?
I don't know. I want to say Janae. I think it's Janae Aiko.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is.
She got
because I ain't seen an album for Big Sean in a while.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's not a diss to Big Sean.
Yeah,
or anything like that.
We love Big Sean.
He's a great artist.
But
if the conversation never came up, and it's not to say that he's not a man, it's not to say that he could not potentially be the breadwinner. But it wouldn't make sense for them to get married. She makes more money, even though he could still be head of the household.
Okay.
Even if she decided to leave,
she
would still have to pay.
Okay, so completely take celebrities out of it, right?
Okay, take celebrities out of it.
Take celebrities out of it. I still feel like you said, Jeff was 30 when he proposed to his wife, at an age where it's like you have, from society standards, it feels like you have less time, right? So, not saying that that's an element that involved him, that involved his train of thought.
Okay.
I truthfully believe, just based off of what you said, that Jeff just knew that his wife was the one. And I feel like most men, or I'm going to argue that all men, know when they are with someone, this is going to be my wife, or this is just going to be somebody that I'm talking to at the time.
Now I will tell you.
Speak on it. You're a man, so let's see. What you got to say.
I will tell you that I did propose at 30. Why you make that face?
You had to. Oh my God.
Is that not the most condescending?
Whoa.
Why is she so condescending though?
That is so crazy.
That's very condescending. You know what? I realized the poor only know me in my later life.
Yeah.
in my early life when you was probably in middle school.
Oh, whatever. Get on my age like that. No, listen to him, y'all. You don't know what he's talking about.
In my earlier life, I was a hopeless romantic. Okay. You know, the lover boy that you talk about and all stuff like that. You know, that was me, WAS. And I proposed to this young lady that I was talking to after a year of being together. Okay. We met around New Year's and I had proposed to her symbolically around New Year's. Did that. And 4 months later, she walked out the door.
What you do?
Y'all see this shit? So I'll be 100 with you. I worked 2 jobs and I went to school and I had custody of my son. Okay. She had a daughter that was coming up on 1 year old. Okay.
Yeah.
So we had a blended family and responsibility was spread amongst the both of us. And we were in a process of buying a house. Okay. Now, as in the process of buying a house and everything, one thing that was neglected to be mentioned was that she had just got out of a marriage 2 years prior. So a year out of that marriage, she ran into me. Here I come with another proposal. And we never really sat down and had the conversation of, we talked about marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. And I felt that was the one who I wanted to be with, who I wanted to enjoy. And it just didn't manifest. And the time that she left and walked out, you know, it was kind of like I had a lot of pride and ego on my shoulder. And I didn't chase her.
Okay.
You know, and she told me, she said, you know, I had just got out of my marriage.
Yeah.
You know, it was a divorce, and you know, she kind of wanted to live her life, but it wasn't I mean, we could have delayed the marriage date. Yeah. For however long. Yeah. Or whatever. But the conversation just never happened of understanding, say, hey, we was planning it, picking the venue and everything. The conversation never came up to say, we should wait. We can be engaged, but let's just wait because I'm just not prepared to be in that space again. And I would have understood.
Yeah. I feel like...
Go ahead. What you feel like?
I feel like that's different, right? Like, even you expressed that earlier on, you kind of felt like, okay, this is somebody that I want to take seriously. This is not somebody that I want to play with. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that men know. And if men are taking 12 years, like, to be like, oh, you know, I still got to do this and I do that, you don't want to marry you.
Well, understandable. The last thing you had said was Jeff. So, yeah, you know, how he chose and knew what he wanted. Yeah. I was at that same space when I was starting, is what I was saying. Okay. So I was doing the comparison, except, you know, his fiance didn't run. My idea. Well, she's a track star. Well, she ran so far. She ran so quick that Wyoming 8 Mile, boy. I was like, damn.
Scared her away. What you do? My goodness.
Now, I will say that at the age that I'm at now, I still would make a woman wait like 3 years.
You still would make a woman wait?
3 years.
Why?
Because I feel like there's more that I need to know about you before I want to commit a lifetime to you.
What do you think you need to know about somebody?
360 degrees of somebody, which you would never know.
360 degrees.
Which you would never know.
You will never know.
You would never know.
Because you don't... go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Which you would never know. But here's the big thing here. Okay. If I'm going into this long-term committed relationship, okay, we don't know what the future holds. Okay, we don't know what's going to happen. You know, it could be a short time, it could be a long time. Yeah. Okay. But do I want to make the investment in a level of uncertainty that could potentially leave me in my mama's basement? No.
Okay.
I have to be so sure that we're on the same page and that we're building.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not that it's really I don't want to go through the divorce process and lose everything.
Yeah.
And even if I did propose at 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
I tell every woman that I date, there's going to be a prenuptial agreement. And if you can't agree with prenuptial agreement, there's the door.
Okay.
It's that big square
Well, let me
rectangular
say this
thing
then.
that's over there with the square glass and the handle that you can pull. You know, an alarm when you open the door says ding dong, and you can walk out the door. Oh my
goodness! let me say this though. Then,
okay,
it sounds like you speak from a place of not only experience but fear. And I'll tell you this, right? Love and fear don't live in the same area. They don't live in the same house. Now, right? Before you say anything else, right? You said. And I'm trying to quote you here, you said, am I making a decision that's going to leave me in my mom's basement, right? Because you're talking about prenups and things of that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And marriage is a big deal. People treat it just like, it's a piece of paper, but marriage is a big deal. You're dedicating your life to somebody and dedicating, you're merging. But I feel like when you love someone and when you truly love someone, that is the risk. Those risks they're not the first thing that you think about.
Really?
They're not the first thing that you think about. You don't think, okay, I love this person. If you love someone, I strongly believe that you think about how are we going to make this work? How are we going to make this work if this happens? Because truthfully, loving somebody is simply just having a whole bunch of problems together and saying, this is the person I want to figure out all of these problems with. This is the person that I want to, if we go broke, I still want to be with this person. If I see this person with a hole in their sock, I still want to be with this person. Okay. Why? Because we chose each other. We chose each other through the storm, through the sunshine, through the rain, through everything. Like people say, I want to live with somebody before I marry them. I want to know somebody before I marry them. Things you will not experience until you're in a marriage with somebody. You won't know that version of a person until you get into a marriage with them. The same way you won't know a friend as a lover until you become their lover. You won't know them in that element until they become that. You don't know someone as a mother until they become a mother. You don't know them until you see them in that element. Truthfully.
So this is what I'm going to say to that. Love is a horrible decision maker when it comes to marriage.
Okay. Speak on it.
Wanna know why?
Yeah.
Who files divorce the most?
So I've heard it was women.
Heard? No, it is women. Statistically, 90% of divorces are filed by women.
Okay.
So if it had anything to do with love,
okay.
And you want to know one of the number one reasons of a divorce, the top 3 reasons for divorce?
What?
Irreconcilable differences, financial issues, and infidelity.
On whose part? Just period?
Just period.
What's the irreconcilable differences? Like
we just can't get along. We just can't get along.
Oh,
we just.
I mean, you're
not the same man that I married.
Oh my god! But I feel like you saw hints of that before you got married, though. Like you saw that.
But guess what? They were in love. And what is love? But what is love if it's nothing but blinders?
But no. Hold on. Okay.
Wait. Let me cook.
All right, go ahead. Turn on the stove. Go ahead.
Now, not only is women 90% of the filers of divorce. Okay. A prenuptial agreement actually increases the chances of a long-lasting marriage.
Okay.
By at least 2 to 3 times. So if you put a prenuptial agreement in place, it is almost statistically guaranteed for having a longer marriage. So
okay.
But guess what?
What?
That's not love. That's a long-term game plan played with logic, rationale, and not feelings. Because when you play with feelings and love and marriage, you lose in the end. And the one that loses is men, because 90% of women, as we just discussed, of filers are women. And you know why they're filing it? Based on emotion. Based on, not logic or rationality, based on emotion. Because they no longer love the man, and they want to go somewhere off and be happy. I don't know how many times I have came across a post or anything like that, whether it's real, maybe real, not real, whatever.
Okay.
And they have said something similar as, I left my marriage because I just wasn't happy no more. I just wanted to be free, or I wanted to go be a 304, or I just wanted to live a life that I wasn't able to live. It's not logical. But when you hear men say, yeah, I've been in this marriage for 10 years and I ain't been happy, but I stayed because either I still love my wife or I just stay for the kids. It's not an emotional decision that they're making. It's a logical one. So they'll stay in a relationship longer unhappy. Women will drop the whole relationship off one emotion and be like, you know what? I'm just not feeling it no more. I'm not happy. I'm leaving.
No, but I'm willing to argue that men do that too in relationships. Men.
We're not talking about relationships. No. We're talking about marriage.
But like
we're talking about a significant piece of paper that is regulated by the state that you live in to tell
not
you.
Not the finger.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The finger.
But to tell. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to point. If I point one at you, I point one at myself. So.
Okay, no,
but we're talking about a piece of paper that is state regulated, that creates a covenant between a wife and the state that leaves the man out, that gives the woman all rights and financial responsibility for when she files divorce from the man. So if the state treats a marriage as a business, and the wife treats the marriage as a financial overcoming, how is it based on love?
I want to say this, right? I want to say this.
Go ahead.
I want to say this.
Say it. Why you banging up the table? I'm gonna get my point across. Get my point across.
Silence in the court. Okay. This is what I want to say, right? I feel like these are just my feelings right here. These are all my feelings, by the way. I feel like people have lost the art of being married right now. I know you're looking at me like, what you know about that? Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Don't do it. Don't do it. But here's my understanding, right?
All right.
I feel as though I agree with you. There are people that are leaving marriages for very stupid reasons.
Okay.
Reasons that can be fixed. Reasons that are maybe just seasons of a relationship. You might not like your partner all the time in that relationship, but you go through seasons. You go through ups and downs.
True.
You go through valleys. True. It's not a linear thing.
It's not.
Right?
Right.
Love is a verb. I was always taught that love is a verb. It's not a state of being. It's a verb. Now, when I say this and why I say this is because I feel like people have lost the point of being married. Being married is not, I'm going to be with this person until it gets bad. And when it gets bad, I'm leaving. Being married is not, I'm going to be with this person until I feel there's something better out there. That's not what marriage is. Not to me. I feel that being married is looking at this person, looking at your person and saying, okay, I realize that it will not be perfect all the time. I realize there's going to be times where I want to walk away from you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you right now. But at the end of the day, I'm still devoted to choosing you every single day. I'm still devoted to fixing problems with you. I'm still devoted to sharing my life with you. And ultimately, marriage is simply and broken down into this: having someone to witness your life, having someone to show existence and prove that you lived. That is what marriage is. And I feel like people have lost that art. People have lost that art over stupid things. So I do agree with you. I do agree that people walk away for no reason. Like things that can be fixed. Finances can be had and lost. I don't like him right now is a stupid reason. No offense, y'all, but that's a stupid reason to leave a marriage. Yeah, like I don't disagree with you.
Okay.
I just think people don't know how to do marriage anymore. So
I'll say this to that point. Love isn't perfect.
Mm-mm.
It's intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very.
That's part of our new clothing line on Valentine's Day, man. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. Man, buy one, get one, 30% off. Love is perfect. It's intentional clothing line, man. We just dropped that collection last week. You know, she hit it right on the head, man. She didn't even know it, man.
Look at
she didn't
that.
even know it.
Perfect
Man,
segue.
make sure y'all go ahead and check that collection out, man. His and hers. You can get a jogger outfit for your lady. You can get a jogger outfit for yourself, and it's going to match his and hers. Oh, yeah, got some hoodies out there. We got some shirts, the whole 9 yards, man. Go ahead and cop that and get that. But that is our time, man. We don't have no outro today because I already know it's going to be a long one because I got a lot I need to say. I still got something I want to say.
For real? You ain't say everything?
I ain't said anything yet.
We've been talking for a minute.
Don't want none. She don't want none of this. All right.
You gave me enough. You gave me enough.
We'll catch y'all on the next go around. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Galentine's Day. You know, and all the single ugly women, you know, happy Galentine's Day to y'all too, I guess. Hey, we catch y'all next go around. Peace.